So, remember a couple hours ago, I was all about like, oh, we'll find out who Joe is in a couple of weeks. Yeah, about that. We just found Joel, who's going to play Joel in the upcoming Last of Us show by HBO, like now. In a couple hours between who's playing Ellie and now who's playing Joel. And it is Pedro Pascal, who is, for geekdom, for the fandom side of things in pop culture, he's been featured in a lot of things. He's been in Game of Thrones, he's been in Kingsman 2, he's been in Wonder Woman 1984, he's the Mandalorian, This Is the Way. And now he's diving into the video game genre playing Joel. And understandably so, as like the Ellie thing, people are very attached to the original version of these characters. And very attached to the actors who play these characters, the ones who were not just voicing the characters, but also were wearing motion capture suits and forming the scenes that players were witnessing and people or witnessing or watching, and being very invested to those versions. So the idea of hearing, for Last of Us case, like for Joel, like, oh, Joel, here's Joel, but it's not going to be played by Troy Baker. Or here's Ellie that is going to be played by Ashley Johnson. It's going to be weird, it's going to be jarring. Because once again, only being one version of this guy, on these characters. But here's the thing with Joel. We have a Santa side. I list a lot of things. And I will say I have confidence. I believe. Basically, I think he's a really good actor. And I think. It's the guy that Chernobyl's writing the show. Is guiding the show and shaping the show. I trust he's going to make a good choice, make a good judgment call on this show, on this product, these versions of these characters, and it's going to be hopefully a really great show and great versions of these characters, and that is respectful to what has come before, but bringing new light to those things that we all love. And just picture, I'm trying to be vague here, when you want. The moment in the first 10 minutes, and I mean the moment, right? I'm trying to be vague for people who haven't played the games but want to watch the show. You want that moment for us as people who are aware of the story and know what is happening to feel like, oh god, here we go again. But also you want for new people to feel us to turn to the people who this is brand new for them. We go to our family member or our loved one or a friend of ours, or we go to social media and say, welcome to The Last of Us after those 10 minutes. I'm pitching scenes like the scene between Ellie and Ellie and Joel in the bedroom. Trying to be vague. That scene, new light, new take on those lines. Same dialogue, but different takes on those. But it's enough for you to say that's still Ellie, that's still Joel. It's simply this. Us as human beings, we don't like change. That's the thing. We don't like change. And hearing and seeing different takes of it. And yes, Joel is this and that and all kinds of stuff, but all I will say, as I said again, I trust this team and I believe they're going to make the right choices. Now it's all about who's going to play Tommy, who's going to play Tess, who's going to play Sam, who's going to play the brothers. Blanking. Oh, who's going to play David? Jesus Christ, that guy, that character. What are the clickers going to look like? How faithful are the clickers going to look like? The sound needs to keep the same if you want Bill to be absolutely terrified. Remember they adapt Last of Us 2, and we have that big blob monster, and we all want the whole everyone, the whole internet who has played the game, and say, "What the fuck is that?" And we're like, "Yeah, we know, right?" That's what our reaction was. But yeah, I trust his team. I just trust his